Hey guys, Mike Mcerlane with another episode of Workout 101 on workouttrainer.com. Coming to you live from the gym, the personal home fitness studio of Dr. Jim Stoppani and myself. So today, I'm going to talk to you guys about how to set up the bands if you're using a leg press. Now look, traditionally, are you going to want to set up the bands on the leg press? It depends. It depends on what you're doing. So I'm going to go over the setup of how to do it on this particular leg press, and then talk to you about how to do it, because I know this is a tough stuff leg press, very similar to the body solid one as well. But if you notice that the weight trees are located under here. Most weight trees on the leg press are located up high. So you just want to locate where the trees are at, and that's where you want to attach the resistance. Okay, it's no different than just adding weight. So to do it can be a little bit tricky depending on your setup, but I'm going to go ahead and explain some differences. So all you want to do is, again, looking at the position of how this moves upward, okay, at a 45, well, maybe a little bit more than that, maybe about 60-degree angle vertically. The weights are down here. All you have to do is make sure that you have resistance that is pointing against the direction that you're moving. So, because the bands are not controlled by gravity, so you just have the opposite resistance versus the direction. Now, again, I'm using the green flimsy bands here, so they're not really a representation of what I would consider a heavy load, but they'll do just fine for the demo. So what you want to do is you just want to attach the bands around a low point of attachment, clip it, stretch it on through around the tree. Now you have the resistance of the bands. Now, quite honestly, is this little band going to do anything with regards to adding resistance? Absolutely not. Ta-da! The more bands that I get, we can add that resistance to where it's going to be adequate in order to get the amount of load that we're looking for. So this is a 60-pound band together, okay? And we can load up the weight. So ideally, the reason why you want the bands is to get a progressive or an increased resistance into the actual sled itself. By using the bands, we're going to be able to get more of a fast, rapid twitch rate out of the muscle, so that's the reason why we use it, but this is how you do it. Now, if you can't set it up like this, there is another way to do it, and that is on this side, you can see I have a dumbbell, and it's a pretty heavy dumbbell. It's a 120-pound dumbbell, so as long as the bands, which they will, they can pull the dumbbell very easily, but very difficult against vertical gravity here. You just want to sling the bands around. If you want to shorten it up, you just go around twice or 3 times, depending on how many, how much length you actually need. So right here, it's a pretty short distance. I'm going to get instant resistance as soon as I press up. So now I'm going to demonstrate the movement with the bands, because a lot of people are like, well, why would you want to, add the bands, and it's all complicated. Look, I get it, but I'm going to show you why you want to add the bands, or when you should add the bands with the specific goal with the leg press. If you can see here, I actually modified a little bit from the original setup, and the reason why is just because experimentation of this particular leg press, you're going to get a lot more resistance by having them crossed on the leg trees here, and since it's below here, you can actually do that. So that's my whole point about this. Sometimes you just got to be creative, but what you're going to do, and the benefits here, is a lot of times, you see people do leg press, they get down here, if they have free weight, they'll do the leg press where they throw it up and then catch it, they'll do like this explosive, right? And that's fine, but again, that's with free weight, all right? So one of the things that happens with the free weight when you guys do that is the free weight, it's a pretty big impact. I mean, you throw the weight up, you wait, you catch it. You do it with the bands in this instance, right now I have immediate tension from the bands on my legs. This weight, I can't get it up. As soon as I throw it up, it fires right back down. So what happens is now, unlike free weight, I can move this as fast as possible. Watch how fast I can actually do this. Guess what, guys? You can't do that with free weight, all right? So this is an instance to where you're building those fast twitch muscle fibers in a leg press. Again, sometimes you gotta get a little creative with the setup, but that's the benefit. You cannot mimic with just free weight. If you guys have any questions about this or anything else on the leg press and the bands, please ask me on the Workout Trainer Facebook page, or you can ask me right here at workouttrainer.com by clicking above on the community section, hitting that drop down that says trainers, finding myself, Mike Mcerlane, or anywhere that this video is posted. I check YouTube, Facebook, the gym, I check everywhere to see anybody who has questions, and I do my best to try and answer those questions. So until next time, guys, it's Mike Mcerlane coming to you from the gym in Westlake Village, California. Take care.